You are the next big thing. And the crazy thing about it, you didn't have to sell your soul. This is a quick message from the universe. Chosen one, chosen one. And yo, listen, I always gotta say this on these type of messages because I don't want people to get this thing misconstrued, right? And just like everything, right? Man has a habit of doing associating with certain things or looks or frequencies with certain shit, right? Like when we say chosen one, we thinking that it has to be this person who, you know, has struggled. This person who, is poor and came from nothing. This person who, you know what I'm saying, is hated. Things like that, right? We always associate, but that's not always the case, man. Chosen ones, it comes in, it's a frequency. It's a Christ frequency. It's a Christ consciousness that we're all operating in. And this consciousness is what connects us to 5D. All right, we got to stop associating things with things, man. But chosen one, there's a generation of, I don't want to say the word celebrities, but we could say celebrities, or just the next big group of individuals who are coming up, and they're going to be taking over everything. You're going to see these people everywhere. These are the next millionaires, the next rich people. And the thing is, a lot of you are falling into that category without having to sell your soul. Now, if we look into the categories of things that chosen ones have been through, and this is why you got to understand, chosen one is not, you can't associate anything. It's a walk. It's certain events and certain things that you're going to go through in life when you connect to this actual frequency of Christ consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So you got individuals, the people that I'm talking about, these people have been through things that and when you really drop into this and you pay attention to everything, and you kind of take a look at like celebrities today, right? They often have to go through what people call humiliation rituals, right? And it's funny because what that is doing is showing you that these people are like, I don't want to say like they fake walking on that path of what happens to us that make us get into this consciousness awakening, right? But it's crazy how those things are mimicked in the celebrity world. Whereas when you in that real walking through that consciousness, you really experience a humiliation ritual that you don't have a choice in, that the world is spectator to, and it really is such a phenomenon when this happens as a chosen one, that you be like, yo, did this really happen? Like, are people really this fucked up out here? Random people, you know what I'm saying, in the world that have nothing to do with me or know me, that would want to gather around and watch me, you know what I'm saying, be unalive? Like, is this a real thing out here? And so what you gotta understand, and understand is, and I'm gonna talk about this later on too. You gotta understand everything that's happening in the physical is a direct link to the spiritual. Um, when you found yourself in that humiliation ritual, that was, you was in a very, very hard spiritual battle as well. Your spirit self was fighting. Your spirit self was fighting in the spirit. And so you gotta understand, like, you overcame that. But this is another thing that what helped unlock you. To get to the Christ consciousness, you gotta go through the humiliation ritual. You gotta go through the gang stalking. You gotta go through The Chosen One Olympics is what I call it. The dark night of the soul, that comes in many different forms. You got to go through these things, you know what I'm saying? And these things directly, you know, they determine, you know what I'm saying? So the death and the resurrection. But if you notice, a lot of the celebrities mimic a lot of those things that we actually go through when you're walking that path to Christ consciousness. Everybody is not operating in this. Um, and even when people, they just don't have the real ability. See, the thing is, Chosen One, you are the real deal. And when I say that, I'm not talking about in the sense of physical. I'm talking about in the spiritual. Like, some of y'all so drenched in the light that you could just see it on you. Like when you drenched in that light, is nothing that you can't. You know what I'm saying? You walked through the path, Chosen One. You went through all the events to lead you to this consciousness, and this is why you don't have to sell your soul. And you're going to be able to do all the things that you've seen your favorite celebrities do, all the people that you've looked up to, all the people that, you wanted to be like growing up. And we always find out that now everybody that's in the industry hasn't sold their soul. And when we say sell your soul, like, we ain't talking about fucking selling your soul to the devil. Nah, they just don't have the freedom. They don't have the freedom, and we understand that this is a battle, right? This is a battle for energy. This is a battle for souls. Low vibrational entities have, taken over this construct. And, this is why the world is in a state of low vibration. This is why low vibrational shit is so relevant or prevalent in the communities. But that's starting to change. We're starting to see through that. And that's the thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say sell my soul. The ones that know what they doing and know, the shit that they doing for material gain, the things that you are going to be able to have with your freedom. You know what I'm saying? They, a lot, that's the point. A lot of people just do it for the gain of this tangible shit that's not even real. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference of this new generation of chosen ones that have walked through the fire, man. You the next big thing. You the next millionaire, possibly billionaire. The only one that's coming out your family. You've been through it. You walked through the fire. You walked through everything. And you're still here. And you operating in Christ consciousness. You are the next big thing. And you won't have to sell your soul.